Hey guys, Bronco Carl 92 here. So it's Friday, August 2nd, and I'm giving you an update here on our V10 to Cummins engine swap. So let me show you what I got going on. Alright, so yesterday was a rainy day. Couldn't really do too much since the truck's sitting outside, and getting wet isn't really the most fun thing. So I took the opportunity to go down to the auto parts store and get some cable ends, some hose ends, and some like miscellaneous odds and ends that I guess didn't ever have for the project. Some fuel line and things like that. So anyhow, I went and got all that stuff, and I did a little bit with the truck yesterday. I cleaned up some more of the wiring. The harness that I had on the engine was missing some terminal ends where it would go into the junction box and stuff like that. So I fixed all that up and got that connected into the box. I put some power to it, and it looks like everything's communicating the way it should. I attached the wiring harness to the cowling. Actually, let me just show you what I did. So we got the computer in place, and we got the wiring going across the back of the cowl there. All my accelerator and cruise control cable are connected. I've tied the wiring into the power center here. I mounted the air heater solenoids. The holes were actually already there in the fender well, which was kind of cool. So I just ran a tap through them and bolted them on. Power steering lines. The viscous fan is on. Let me climb under the truck and I'll show you what I did with the fuel lines. Alright, so here's our hard lines that we installed, and I have a filter on our on our feed line there, and the return line, actually I use some clear tube so I can see if we've got any air bubbles in the system. Now at the right of the screen there, that black plunger, that's the lift pump. There's a primer on there, and basically you push down on that to prime the fuel. Well, you got to push that thing down about 200 times to get any fuel to move through it, and that's not like an exaggeration at all. So let me show you how I did that without killing my hand. So actually I can't take full credit for this because I read about this on the Cummins forum, but anyway, you take a broom handle and you can just push down on the plunger this way, and it's much easier on your hands. And I think if you look, you can see there's the fuel line over there. I don't know if you can see any fuel moving through it, but it was all full of air bubbles yesterday, and I basically primed it, and I think that should definitely make it a lot easier to get this engine started. So anyway, got a couple questions. Tervis 91, he wanted to know what I was doing about my instrument cluster. So what I did was I actually found, in my parts accumulating process, I found a diesel instrument cluster a few months ago, and it's from a 96. Hopefully it'll work. I'm gonna try to plug that baby in there later on and see what happens. And also, as it gassed up, he wanted to know, what was this deal? Why did I do this conversion here? Was it for gas mileage, or what was it for? Well, it was a combination. Gas mileage, the V10 would get like 9, 10 at the best. And I've been reading that these things, if you're driven nicely, you run around like 22 miles to the gallon, 20 to 22. So I think that'd be a significant change for me. The torque of the V10 is 450 foot-pound, and the way I have the motor set up, I should be getting about 650 foot-pounds. So I think a 200 foot-pound increase in torque will make the truck much more usable for, you know, towing and whatever else. I do have a heavy trailer that I tow from time to time, and you know, with the gas motor especially, when you start towing big weight, the gas mileage really takes a plummet. So anyhow, that seems to be enough rambling. I got a lot of stuff to do today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together and see if I can upload it. I had a little computer problem with the house computer yesterday, which I'm still trying to sort out. So let me see if I can put this thing together for you, and we'll do some more video today. So anyhow, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care. One thing I did want to mention is after I put the fuel line in, since the line from the tank and the sending unit was completely empty, I actually took this fuel pump here, which actually I just found the receipt in the box with it because it was brand new. I bought this in 2009 when I was having trouble with my tractor. I was going to actually put an electric fuel pump on it, and that's when I decided to convert it over to propane instead. But anyhow, what I did was I hooked this fuel pump up, and it made it much easier to draw the fuel out of the tank. It ran it for about 3 minutes, and then it started sucking off the bottom of the tank, and it made the priming just a little bit easier. So anyhow, just wanted to add that. So I'll see you guys later on. Take care.